Hey guys, welcome back to ChevelleTV. Today I've got a video for you with some rogue tips and tricks relevant to Shrine of the Storm. There won't be any rogue specific boss tricks here, so this video will just have to skip some cool moves and other stuff that you can learn to give your groups an easier time in Shrine of the Storm. The first skip is when you reach the bottom of the stairs and have cleared the area. Instead of going down the next pair of stairs and pulling the pack with the big water elemental, you can skip it by going down the side and shrouding your party. Do note that I am backpedaling down to make sure I don't launch off of the rock. If you go down too quick and launch off, you'll accidentally pull the water elemental. After shrouding down here, you'll usually want to clean up the pack at the bottom. Next up, not really rogue specific but 100% worth mentioning, Windspeaker Heldis. She's one of the few mini bosses in Shrine and definitely worth skipping. You want to stand in the unlit brazier and taunt or range throw one of the minions around her, preferably the far left one. I think that's the only one that doesn't aggro the rest, or her. She is not attached to this pack, so they'll snap right onto you if you're standing in the brazier. Then you can clean them up, hug the left side of the ledge and jump across, successfully skipping her. Do note, classes with stealth can just stealth past her as long as she hasn't been pulled, because her stealth detection doesn't become active until she's been aggroed. The next mini boss you're skipping is inside after you've passed the Windspeaker. You'll notice, because we're doing this in normal, we're going a little bit too fast and have to wait for the shroud cooldown. I'll fast forward to when shroud is off cooldown, and we're just going to shroud the entire room and not deal with it. It's really a simple skip and a very effective one. Next up is the Guardian Elemental on the bridge. This is a tricky one. The Guardian Elemental on the bridge is the last mini-boss we're dealing with here. After dealing with the trash in front of him, you want your group to hug the edge on the left where we've put down a raid marker. Once your group is in position, you use a ranged ability to pull the Elemental and then move as far back as you can without pulling Runecarver Soren, who is still inside. Once the Elemental reaches you, you'll want to pop Evasion or Riposte. And then when the debuff gets thrown on you, just take 1 or 2 ticks. As soon as the elemental starts AoEing, you Cloak of Shadows and sprint toward the bridge. Once you reach the bridge and you're far enough away, you vanish. Then once the AoE cast finishes, the elemental will move back to its place and you'll have successfully reset him while letting your party pass. The next trick isn't rogue specific again, but this one is so useful I felt like I had to include it. After pulling the mobs before the second boss, you can jump into the water to stack them onto you, dealing with them very easily. This is called snapping. You've seen us do it before in the braziers and it works here too. It will also work for reaping. You just have to make sure your healer is in the water because he'll get the healing aggro, snapping the mobs into the water. Last but not least, this is one everyone probably already knows, so I'll keep it short. You can shroud from the start of the bridge to the end, skipping the entire thing. On non-teaming weeks, you can skip the bridge entirely when your percentage is 75.98 or higher. That was all the tips and tricks I could think of. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like and subscribe buttons below. You can also find me on twitch.tv/ChevelleTV for live content, or check out some of my other guides on YouTube. I'll see you guys again next time for another BFA Rogue Guide. Take care.